All right, so I'm starting a podcast called Recovery to Riches, and pretty much the reason I'm starting the podcast is to create a community of people that were addicts and now want to succeed further than just being sober. As a recovering addict, a lot of the things I've been told, I'm moving too fast, I need to slow down, I need to focus on sobriety only, just being sober is good enough. I can kind of forget the dreams and goals I had before because my brain is altered. Um, a lot of stuff is just negative. They maybe mean it in a good way because they want you to stay sober, but it ends up being very depressing because you had all these dreams and goals, and now because you were an addict or are an addict, but you did use drugs, now you just need to focus on not doing heroin or whatever, right? Not smoking crack or all that stuff. So I want to get a group of people, a community, where we are able to discuss maybe staying sober and sobriety, or maybe investments, or chasing our dream of owning a business or whatever it is. I'm 29 right now, currently. When I was 20, I owned a business. Couldn't even go into a bar, right? Couldn't buy a beer, but I owned a business, and I I guess fired, led people. So I want to, get back to running a business and being a success story. And after that, I went down the hill very quickly as soon as drugs got involved. But so that's why I want to create the podcast. And then to what will be featured on the podcast would eventually be people being interviewed, or on the podcast, just guests talking with maybe addiction in their past and success currently or in their future, where they're headed, where they've been, things like that. Just talking. What I really want to happen with this is a community of people that can help each other grow, but can also learn from each other, learn from experiences, and just kind of hold each other accountable, push each other, hold themselves accountable, and to kind of make it I don't know if I want to do every day or 3 days a week, but just get into a space where we can all come together after a day at work or every morning or whatever it is, and speak on kind of what we're chasing and how we're going to get there and our wins in life. And so if I can build that, I would be very proud of myself. That'd be something great. I think the difference now that I didn't have before, the difference now is I want to chase riches and dreams and goals, but I have a purpose, right? Before, I wanted all those things, the riches, but I didn't have a purpose. I just wanted to be rich. Now I want to use money as a tool to help people get out of addiction, right? And I want to do it where I help people and their families and not just the individual person, whether they have animals like I have or they have kids. I want to be able to help them and their kids and their dog, whatever, and their wife or spouse, and not just them as an individual and take them away from their kids because they're trying to get sober. So I plan to create this and do this a few times a week, and just grow as an individual and hopefully create a community that can also help me grow.